Good afternoon, Coolest Coast. It is time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge. We've got an important topic that we're talking about, and that is the upcoming Drug Take Back Day. It is this Saturday, April 27th. We're going to find out the where, the when, the how. This is really good stuff, and I've got a couple of guests joining me so we can learn everything about this. Kate Nicholas here, Andy Beck, Jon Reisenbuechler, and Jennifer Gleichner. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So I really want people to know, kind of in your words, your affiliation. So let's just start with Kate. Kate, can you tell us a little bit about who you're with?
Sure. Hi, I'm Kate Nickel, and I'm with Greater Holy Family Memorial Hospital. I provide community engagement for the northern region, so I work within Sheboygan, Manitowoc, and Fond du Lac areas. And we are proud to be a sponsor and support our community agencies in the Drug Take Back event this weekend. So just really happy to be a part of the team and to work together to offer a safe way to get unused and expired medications out of our households and safely disposed of.
Awesome. How about you, Andy?
Well, thanks for having me. My name's Andy Beck. I'm with Manitowoc County Sheriff, currently assigned to the drug unit. I'm the drug unit supervisor. I've been with Manitowoc County for just over 20 years. This is my first experience putting together the Drug Take Back event, so it's been great working with everybody that's on the show today. So I look forward to continued success of the program and outreach in the community.
Nice. Jon, how about you?
Well, I'm Jon Reisenbuechler. I'm the operations manager at Manitowoc County Recycling Center. I help coordinate programs like our hazardous waste clean sweep, drug disposal program, compost sites, electronics recycling, all that fun stuff. I've been doing drug collections since 2006 when we first started. I believe this will be my 60th collection.
Wow.
Event that I've been to. So,
well, thank you for the important work that you're doing. Jennifer, how about you?
Hi, thanks for having me. You call me Jenny. I'm a public health nurse with Manitowoc County Health Department. Also the current co-chair for the Healthiest Manitowoc County Substance Use Prevention Coalition. We focus on preventing substance misuse, youth substance use, so through several different avenues. So Drug Take Back Day is one of the events that we support and help coordinate.
Interesting. And I'm starting to get a feel for all of the different segments of society that this can affect. So let's talk about Drug Take Back Day. You've got an event that you've worked hard to plan, and it is this Saturday, April 27th. It is 9 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, and it's happening at Frederick Holy Family Memorial Hospital. Where should we start? What would you like people to know about this event?
So I think just to kind of recap what you said, we want to just make sure that everyone knows that it's rain or shine. It's a drive-through event. So it's a really easy way to just kind of, as you're out and about on Saturday, to safely put those unused and expired medications in your car. And Jon can kind of recap a little bit the specifics of how we do that. But again, you can just drive up to Frederick Holy Family right off of Western, come through the little horseshoe under that overhang, and law enforcement will be there to collect medications from your vehicle, just right outside the window or out of your trunk, and you can be right on your way, and we can make sure that we get those unused and expired medications out of our households.
Okay, so you bring up a great point. This is so simple and easy to participate in. It is literally drive-through. So you're not even having to get out of your car. Law enforcement is right there to make the assist. And Kate, you pointed out too that the entrance is on Western and not the emergency department. So please just pay attention to that when you're pulling up.
We should have traffic controllers there, so you'll see someone with a bright yellow vest, and they'll kind of flag you in, and you'll see a line of where to go.
Awesome. It sounds like you guys have planned this so well that you really want people to know exactly where they're going, exactly what to do. So here's what you're looking for. People can bring in prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, ointments, sprays, inhalers, creams, vials, herbals, pet medications. Do you want to explain a little bit about emptying the pills into a clear, sealable plastic bag?
Do this.
Okay, so you're
your bottles into a Ziploc bag. bottles is appropriate on your own. This helps keep the program running very efficiently. It helps us save space, labor. It just helps out so much when you debulk the medicines and put them in a bag. Of course, if you have liquids, we want to keep those in their bottle, obviously, because we don't want soggy bags of drugs. Just make sure that the caps are tightened. Some people will tighten the caps and put them in a Ziploc bag and bring them in that way.
Okay, and it looks like all of the different pills, it's okay to just mix them as long as you're taking them out of the original container. But if it was in one of those blister packs, the blister packs are okay to put in there?
Yeah, blister packs aren't a big deal. So it's like the boxes and the bottles. That's the kind of debulking that we want you to take care of.
Okay. Can a bottle be put in that same bag with the pills, or do you want the liquids separate?
Sure, I don't think that would be a problem at all, as long as that cap is on, tight, so that we want to prevent any leaks or spills.
Okay. What are some things that are not being accepted? What should people not bring on the day of the drug take back?
So this is designed for medications, so like pills and supplements, that kind of stuff. The common things we see that we don't want there would be like personal care products, like shampoos, toothpaste, soap, that you should save for your garbage, or better yet, use it up. We don't want any kind of cleaners or chemicals. We don't want sharps or electronics or batteries. Those would be problem items for us.
Okay. Gotcha. So it sounds like these are, somebody has a prescription for something, they don't need to use all of it, there's something left over, there's something expired, like I said, pet medications, all of that is okay.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So why is this important?
Go ahead, Jennifer. Or
Yeah, I
Andy.
was gonna say either Andy or I could probably speak to that in different sectors, but we're keeping medications out of the hands of people who don't need them is very important for several reasons. So we do have a misuse problem in our community. Taking those drugs that could be misused to the drug disposal or the permanent drop boxes throughout the year keeps those medications from being misused. Also keeps them out of our environment. John can probably talk to that a little bit more. At the drug collection event, we will also have lock bags and lock boxes, because along with drug disposal is also safe drug storage. So we want people to keep those drugs in their homes safely stored in locked bags, locked boxes. So we'll have a limited amount of those there for folks if they want them. And that keeps medications from being misused in the home as well.
Oh, yeah, good to know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, and I would just add that I think if anybody watches, whether it's local, state, or national news, I think there's no secret that there's an opioid problem in our country, and pain medications and other opiates are highly abused. There's obviously a factor of misuse and diversion on the street. There's value to these substances. So trying to prevent these substances from getting onto the street, into the black market is obviously important for our community. Unfortunately, Manitowoc's no exception to the opioid crisis and other addiction that plagues our country. So I think it's a great opportunity for the community to take part in trying to combat the problems that we have with drugs. The other thing I wanted to add is for this event specifically, it's no question asked. You can show up with a small amount, you can show up with a large amount. Law enforcement is going to be there, but nobody's going to question where the substances came from. We're just happy that we're able to collect them and dispose of them properly.
Good to know. So that is a judgment-free zone on Saturday morning.
Correct.
Okay, and so there's that human perspective of substance misuse or getting in the wrong hands. Also, I imagine if somebody has unused prescriptions and little kids, there could be so many ways that goes wrong. But you also mentioned the environment. John, why is that important?
So A long time ago, people used to flush old medications down the toilet. And that would be a problem because at the water treatment facilities, they weren't always equipped to pull out those kind of chemicals. Um, so that would end up in the water supply, and that could cause issues with wildlife and water quality. Similarly, if you throw your medications in the garbage and it ends up in the landfills treat the liquids that come out of the garbage through the water treatment facility or sometimes other types of treatment, but it still ends up in the water supply. So garbaging and flushing is not really a good option for disposing of medications.
All right. You guys really make a compelling case for why people should consider participating in this weekend's drug take back program. This is your opportunity, folks, to turn in your unused or expired medications for safe disposal. It's happening this Saturday, April 27th from 9 a.m. to noon. It is taking place at Fredert Holy Family Memorial on Western Avenue in Manitowoc. What else do you want people to know?
I would note one other thing, and I don't know if, John, you're going to mention this too, while this weekend is a super, easy, efficient way to kind of take care of that, to go through your cabinets, right? I mean, if you have little ones, right, maybe you have expired old, toddler or infant medication, right, that you're not going to use anymore. I mean, there can be a wide variety of things. It's not, right, just necessarily prescriptions, but, right, all of those kind of unused and expired medications that might be laying around. The other thing to note is that Manitowoc County does have permanent drop box locations. And so if for some reason, right, you're out of town or this weekend just doesn't work out or, right, that's not an ideal time for you, you can always safely dispose of unused and expired medications in these permanent drop box locations, and they're throughout the county. So I think that's another, just really good note to kind of mention that if you can't get there Saturday, or if for some reason, right, you think of it later on when you're doing some summer cleaning or a bath remodel, whatever it might be, that there's always a time, or there's always a place where you can still safely dispose of those.
Oh, can you give us an idea of some locations where those permanent drop boxes are located?
Yeah, so they're both at the Sheriff's Department and the Manitowoc County Police Department. They're at Two Rivers Police Department, Kiel Police Department, and Mishicot Village. Is that right?
Correct. Yep,
Okay.
correct.
That's correct.
And is that something outside? Is it does it kind of look like a mailbox, or is it something you go inside?
It looks like a big mailbox with a little square on the top, just big enough to put like a Ziploc baggie in.
And then,
and if you want information about that, it's on the Manitowoc County website, so manitowoccountywi.gov.
Yes.
And if you go to the Recycling Center department, we have a section there with all the drop boxes, all the guidelines, all that kind of stuff on it.
awesome.
Plus, in recent years, we've started to see drop boxes in pharmacies too. And they have to manage their meds a little bit different, but they're still doing the right thing with them. So even through your local pharmacy, there might be an option for safe disposal.
Got it. If somebody's using one of those drop boxes, is the guidance the same for how you want it prepared, all dumped out in a clear plastic bag?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, great to know. All right, John, say the name of the website one more time.
Mm-hmm.
ManitowocCountyWI.gov. And then
Perfect.
you'd want to go to the Recycling Center department and the drug disposal page.
Okay, so helpful. All right, anything else that you want the public to know about safely disposing of their medications?
Thank you for participating. You make this program successful. Boy, every year we collect about 2,000 pounds of medications, and that's without the bottles. That's just the pills and the liquids. That's no packaging. So you really help with this program. This is part of a bigger picture. It's a nationwide program. The DEA and Wisconsin DOJ help put this on, so it's happening in other communities throughout our country. And Wisconsin does really good. We usually end up being the number one as far as the number of meds that we're diverting. So.
Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of gobsmacked now that you said the amount, 2,000 pounds. Like to think about that just like out in the environment or out in the world. Yeah, holy smokes. Great.
Yeah, I think last year was a record year. I could be wrong. But I think last year, did we have just over 200 cars come through? Like 220 cars?
So I believe last year we had, I think it was 205
5? Okay.
cars went through, and we collected 290 pounds of medications.
Mhm.
So, out of 2,000 pounds that we collected for the year, 290 pounds came from the collection event.
Wow.
So it was very well attended. And I think that just goes to show how easy it is to just drive through. If you have mobility issues, if you don't like to, if you can't get out of your car very easily, this is probably a good time for you to use the program, because it's going to be real easy just to hand it off to a law officer and know that the right thing is being done with it.
Yes.
And so far for our volunteers, weather looks pretty good. I think the rain hopefully will hold off till the afternoon, but either way, we will be there.
Yeah, that's a great point. Rain or shine, and you don't even have to get out of your car.
Yeah, we got that nice canopy to work under over there. Family, that's sweet.
Fantastic. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
I think so.
I really appreciate you all joining me here today and sharing the important message of the drug take back. I'm going to flash it up one more time. It's this Saturday, April 27th from 9 a.m. to noon. You can bring any of these prescription medications, over-the-counter medications. See the list that's on screen. A couple of things not to bring. Do pay attention to that. It's happening at Fredert Holy Family Memorial Hospital, Western Avenue in Manitowoc. Thanks to my guests, Kate Nickel, Andy Beck, Jon Reisenbuechler, and Jenny Gleichner for joining me today on this episode of Coffee on the Coast. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Take care.